Today's first reading is a reminder to all of us to listen to God so that we stay close to Him in our lives. In contrast to the people of Judah who chose to disobey God, it is Martha, Mary, and Lazarus who chose to listen and learn from God, even when they didn't always understand His ways. This holy family of two sisters and a brother would become close friends of Jesus. And naturally, when Lazarus became seriously ill, sent for Jesus to heal him. Jesus responds by saying, "This illness is not to end in death, but it is for the glory of God, that the Son of God may be glorified through it." And then instead of leaving immediately, surprisingly, he remained in place. When Jesus arrives, Lazarus has been dead for 4 days, and he's greeted by Martha, who meets him along the way and tells Jesus that he could have prevented his death, but with faith says, "But even now, I know that whatever you ask of God, God will give you." Even in her grief and most likely disappointment in Jesus, she did not lose hope in him. As you think about this moment in this family's time of crisis, can you see in any of your families any similarities? First of all, is there anyone in your family who is ill with health concerns? Second, would you be more like Martha or Mary? Would you be like Martha, the one on the telephone and the computer, trying to find a doctor for help? Or would you be more like Mary, at the bedside, staying behind a loved one who was ill? Or perhaps, in some cases, you've had to do both. In every family, there are different gifts that God gives us that we bring to moments like these. The key is first to help one another to know and to love God, so that we can have the faith and love for God that Martha, Mary, and Lazarus shared, even in this most difficult time, even when it seemed to some that God had left them. Jesus' response to Martha's belief in him is to tell her that your brother will rise. And Martha in faith says, "I know he will rise in the resurrection on the last day." And this is the moment that Jesus has waited for, to be able to say, "I am the resurrection and the life. Whoever believes in me, even if he dies, will live. And anyone who lives and believes in me will never die." These words of Jesus are often heard at funeral masses, either in the gospel or in a moving hymn. As we reflect on them today, let us pray for the faith of Martha, Mary, and Lazarus, and for our families to share in this faith and friendship in Jesus as they did.